Hello and welcome Armwrestling fans. I'm Pradeep from Armwrestling News and Matt Mask will be joining this live stream soon. He is going for the East versus West qualifier in Toronto and we wish him all the luck in the world. I hope and we all hope that Matt the Wild Horse Mask makes an exciting and amazing comeback, and I don't think he even needs our best wishes. He's for sure going to win there. There will be some competition in the final qualifiers. I think it will be in West Virginia. There he'll have some competition, but for now I think Matt will have some easy time and he will be joining soon in this live stream to give us a quick feedback, quick update as to how he is feeling right now and what are his plans. So that will be amazing. And I messaged Matt just about 10 minutes ago from now and he said yes, he can do it for a few minutes. And today is the man's competition day, so he's busy. A lot of new YouTube arm wrestling are popping up. Yes, everybody's going live. So it is the final qualifier for East versus West. This one is in Toronto. The place name is El Mocambo. It looks like a name from the Drake's collection. Like Nathan Drake is going to go there to find some treasure. So today Matt is the Nathan Drake. Matt is the Nate and he's going to, for sure, unlike Drake, Matt is going to find the treasure there. When and where can we watch it? So www.balam.live. This is a pay-per-view. That's surprising. So in about 30 minutes from now, the qualifiers, the training, the regular qualifiers, I'm saying like not the pros, the Toronto event where the amateurs are going to compete, then the pros, you can watch it on Table Monkeys YouTube channel in about 30 minutes from now. But the finals, the pro finals and the round robin format, that will be available on balam.live. And that's the same event where Umesh put up that's the same website where Umesh put up a live pay-per-view event between Matt and Jordan Sonev recently. So the link is in the description. I hope it is working. Otherwise, www.balam.live. Why does Mask have to qualify? Hasn't he competed at East versus West? Because at that time, there were no qualifiers. J.R. Williams and Matt did not perform well there. So I believe that's the reason why he needs to qualify. And I'm not even sure if Engin told Matt to qualify. But Matt himself believes that he feels the need to go there and qualify and then prove himself. I would also assume that that's the right decision to make because Matt's recent record was not that great. I think he's done unless he's using okay. I mean, who is he got to beat to qualify? Whoever shows up at the tournament, and this is not the final tournament as far as I know. The final one will be in West Virginia or maybe there is a separate in Canada, maybe not. Yeah, West Virginia. I think he'll have to go there as well. Mark Skigara in the house. Now AOC, rather foolish. Okay, switch to my main. All right, J.R. Williams, he'll be joining. Cool. Yeah, Matt will be joining. That's what we discussed right now. Why does Matt have to qualify? That I have already read. balam.live. Table Monkeys, yeah, that's where you can watch it for now. I think it's the amateur division is about to start in 30 minutes time, and after that, like, the event is like, let me switch to balam.live and it shows me 7 hours 23 minutes. So the main event, the pay-per-view, is about to start in 7 hours and it is a $6 pay-per-view, $6. As long as Mask, but they are putting up some effort. Like, they've hired filming crew, the stage is awesome, and they've planned it. Like, they have advertised this event. That's why it is a pay-per-view. Clearly they're putting up some money in this tournament. Jason and I forgot the other guy's name from Table Monkeys. He qualifies and then what? Who should his opponent? That's an interesting question. We will love to ask that question to Matt. And I think he's competing. He should be competing in the 105 kilos division. That's where I believe either Matt should stay at 105 or he should bulk up, like by actually doing full body stuff, like almost kind of powerlifting stuff. He should do that and then bulk up to a heavier weight. Otherwise, he should compete at 105. 115 to me doesn't seem to be a like good category for Matt. Why? Because at 105 he can have like physical advantages like long forearm, tall height. These advantages are not that much valuable in the 115 kilos division, but in 105 he can be a much bigger human being compared to his peers at that weight, and his arm length will be difficult to deal with. But 115 not so much. If he wants to compete there, then he should really bulk up after doing full body workout like Mr. Blue Bowen. It's good for motivation and best for practice to compete in tournaments. Yeah. Krasi became vegan? I don't think so, is. Pradeep, a little off topic, but I recently viewed a 2012 WAF final where Krasi defeated Liliev. Krasi looked huge. What happened to him? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Krasi is still young. He's like 34, maybe 35 at maximum 35. But he's been pulling for like almost 20 years. Yeah, 20 years. And there is one thing that I've noticed about Krasi, that he's not willing to change his training method. Whether he wins or loses, he believes that table time every single day is the way to go. He's not going to train that. He's not going to change that method of training, irrespective of the results. And that may be because everyone says that when you do the same kind of workouts for a year and a year, your body kind of adapts to that style and it stops growing. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. So let me quickly share the screen for you. And I told Matt that I'll be live for about 45 minutes so he can join at any time. That's what I told him. Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to watch the qualifier in 20 minutes. Yeah. Let me show you some screenshots first about the qualifier, and then we'll see what it says. Share screen, share sound, optimize for video clip. There you go. So first up we have this. Table Monkeys uploaded this status about 20 minutes, about 1 hour ago. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we start the show Table Monkeys YouTube. Yeah, so that's where you can watch it. Live stream. The guest for the best, I don't know what's written there. Devilet is going to be the guest, so that's huge. So clearly they're putting up some huge advertisement and good amount of money in this event. Devon as a guest, that is awesome, man. That's the best thing that you can do. East versus West qualifying, Canadian qualifiers, April 8th. All right, the Michael Constantini brand featuring, so some of the sponsors are there. Please have a look at them as well. All right, the next is April 8th, live at the El Mocambo treasure hunt, Nathan Drake. Top 2 in each pro class will advance to finals in Virginia. So yeah, our doubts are cleared here. West Virginia, Travis Bagent will be hosting that tournament, and there Matt will compete after winning today's qualifiers. Entry fees pro 15. I think Matt has joined. I heard some sound. I cannot see. Wait. All right, brother, what's up?
How's it going? Is it working?
Yeah, it's fine. So thanks for joining, brother. I won't waste much of your time. First of all, how has the training been in past couple of months?
It's been different. I've switched everything up. I'm not so much concentrating on, obviously, my weight gain, strength and power. I've been concentrating more on getting my starts and my speeds and everything else back. So it's been a little different, little switch up, kind of starting back at the basics, and then I'm going to start slowly throwing everything else back into it again as I feel I may need to tweak things along the way. So
yeah, you mentioned weight gain. Like, which category are you competing in?
I'll be in the 240-pound class. So
what was your weight before this?
Before I cut, like when I pulled Jordan, I was 255. I was right around that, anywhere from 247 to 255 mark. So it wasn't too bad of a cut. It was about an 8-pound cut to get to where I am. So, but I cut it. I'm sitting right back around that 250 mark. So
Yeah.
But I figure I might as well just stick with the 240-pound class because that's considered the heavyweight division. I plan on going for the 253-pound class, so it'll be just an easier cut for when I do hopefully get my way back into East versus West in Turkey again. So
Yeah, back into East versus West. People were asking that why does Matt need to qualify in a tournament? Like, is it a decision that you made yourself, or was some announcements made by Engin that you need to qualify?
well, there's a few things. I talked to Engin. I did lose my last 3 matches in East versus West, so obviously, chances of me getting a shot back again are pretty slim to nil. He had said if I just train, win a couple of my big super matches that I had possibly have coming up in the next year, that I'd be able to get a spot back in. But I'm kind of an impatient person, and I want to be able to earn it my way back where everybody else is too. And I also feel that there's a few things I need to tweak in my game plan, how I've been training, how I've been setting up, how I've been pulling in tournaments or super matches, that I feel this will be a good test for me to actually see exactly where I need to fine tweak everything and make all those adjustments so I can be back on par to what I feel is the best version of myself, or competing in the best way that I'm able to compete by the time I end up getting a match where it really matters, like my match I got against Kilochenko in August. So I want to get all them bugs and everything out instead of just locking myself in the basement and training my ass off for the next 8 months and then resurfacing again. The only way you're really going to know if the adjustments you're making are proper or is if you actually compete in super matches or tournaments. So this is kind of what I'm doing. And at the same time, it's solidified myself back to where I belong. And if I don't qualify for East versus West again, at least I'll know exactly what level I'm actually at, right? So it's kind of a test, a learning process, and kind of using it as a training scheme and just to solidify where I feel I belong in the sport. So.
Yeah. At least today, brother, we believe that it is going to be an easy day for you. Like, what are the big names that you're expecting in your class today?
I'm not even really sure. Don't even really care who's in my class. I know BLM's going to be there. He's weighing in at 240 pounds. But to me, I don't even really care who's there. All it's about is about me trying to get my game back on par. So whoever's there, that's fine, whatever. But we're going to be playing my game. So, which is today. Fuck, it's today. Hey?
Yeah. I think about
Table Monkeys YouTube channel. Check it out. I think it already started with the live stream in there for the amateurs. 3 p.m. They're switching over to the pro division. Carrying on. They're gonna have a break for about an hour or so. Live band's gonna play, and then finals 4. They're gonna be showing live on the pay-per-view at balam.live. So anybody watching, go check it out.
Only the finals of the pro division, and I heard that there will be some round robin as well. So that will be available on pay-per-view.
Yeah, so what they're doing, as soon as they get the final 4, 2 on the A side, 2 on the B side, they're cleaning everybody's slate and they're switching it over to a final 4. So it's going to end up, holy fuck, it's hot in here. I'm just cooking. Yeah. We're not cutting weight anymore. Let's turn the heat down. Okay? So once they get to the final 4, then they're going to be switching it over. Like everybody gets a clean slate. Everybody pulls each other once. Whoever has the best score is first place. Whoever has the second best score is going to be second place. If there's a tie, they're going to have a pull-off, right, to determine second and third or first and second. So.
Yeah. And Garage Grinder Arm Wrestling has shown some support for you. $10 super chat. Kick their ass, Matt.
Thanks, man. It's just about getting myself back to where I feel I belong. So
yeah. So I think you're going to win easy today. And you mentioned Sergey Kalinchenko, your match against him. I think it's in August.
Yeah, August 12th.
Yeah, same event as Todzilla versus John Brzezinski.
Yeah, that'll be at Armwrestling Canada.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, the weight cap for that match is like almost 260 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, 260. So it'll be perfect. I could pretty much after this, I'll have to concentrate on keeping my weight a little bit reasonable for when I compete in Virginia, if I qualify for Virginia. And then once from there, I'm just pretty much I can just let it go. And it'll be just a matter of cutting down to 253 for if I qualify for the East versus West again.
Matt, so the weight class that you mentioned was 243, if I remember correctly.
240
240.
pounds.
So that's almost like 109 kilos, and the East versus West classes are like 105, 115. So when you
No,
qualified,
the East versus West are 115. Yeah, 115 kilos. So it's 253 pounds. So there's a 13-pound difference. So pretty much
okay,
no cut. Right?
okay. I thought
Why they
I thought
did
that
it that way, I don't fucking know. But you know,
yeah.
no.
So
Yeah.
like you have been arm wrestling in the super match format for many years like now. Where do you see you're physically perfectly suited in which weight class? Like would you like if you were to design a weight class for yourself, at what pound you would want that to be?
I would say right around that, anywhere between 235 to 245 is always an easy cut for me, right? I find even sometimes it almost feels like I'm pulling better after a cut, maybe just the refreshness of sweating everything out and then replenishing everything again, kind of, like reborn again. But I don't know, anywhere around there. I don't really care. I don't really care about weight class. As long as it's within grasp, then we'll go there. I just don't feel like pulling 400-pound mammoths, right?
Yeah.
So
And what are the other big names that have already qualified in your weight class from the other qualifiers in North America?
honestly, to tell you the truth,
You don't know.
I don't fucking know. I'd like a list of it myself. So I'm hoping they'll post the list after. I think next weekend they're doing another qualifier in New York
Yeah.
or something like that. Paul Lynn's putting one on. I think that'll be the last qualifier for the Western side. So I'm hoping maybe after that they can get a list going of everybody, and then a guy has a chance to maybe do a little bit of homework to see who they're going to be competing against, right? But
Yeah. And you mentioned Sergey Kalinichenko. That promo at East versus West was awesome. It was like he came in prepared for you. He wasn't worried about his opponent. And the way you trash talked against each other, that was awesome. You can clearly see even before that event in Engin's interview, when he was interviewing against Georgi with Engin, he wasn't talking about Georgi. He was talking about a match against you. He was saying that Engin, when I beat Georgi, I want Mad Mask. That's he was saying, and he came in prepared to trash talk you instead of his opponent at East versus West. So that was awesome.
Sir Gay, he's quite the artist, isn't he? Hey? So he's a good guy. I actually really look forward to pulling against him. In my eyes, I think he's one of the best up and comer top rollers in the world right now, if not right up there with some of the best. So yeah, it'll be definitely. Hopefully, I'm ready for him by the time the time comes. So, but
Yeah. So Matt, have you thought about doing like? Is it possible for you? Do you have enough time about doing like full body workout, like training maybe a little bit, just a little bit like a power lifter, full compound movements? Have you ever done that in gym?
like I am like incorporating a lot of gym workouts here lately. The last 3 weeks has been a little bit of a slack on the gym aspect of it, as opposed to working on the twitch fibers and everything else. But yeah, like I have been incorporating a little more gym movements and stuff like that. Obviously, it's a little more arm wrestling centered, like with chin ups and shit like that. I'm not going full range. I'm doing more half range stuff like that. But I do work bench press. I do work some back exercises. I don't work anything below my waist, except for when when the lights dim and the music turns up a little bit, and other than that, we try to keep it above the waist, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, working out legs when you're not a super heavyweight, I think that doesn't make any sense. But super heavyweights, I do believe that they should.
my legs get my fucking ass from point A to point B, so I can drive to point fucking C, right? So
But Matt, if you remember at East versus West, even that was like a little bit troublesome getting from
yeah,
point
it
A to
was
point
hard
B.
getting around. It was hard getting from point A to point B. I needed some help with that.
Yeah.
So it was a good thing I worked my upper body to help get me around, right?
Yeah.
For cases just like that.
Do you know when is the West Virginia qualifier that Travis will be hosting?
June 3rd in Virginia, USA.
June 3rd.
Virginia.
So I'm assuming the winners will be competing in the 9th event where Devon is pulling Denis Siplankov. Or maybe even after that.
I think it may be between that event and possibly the event after that. They're going to probably scatter them out. I can't see them having everybody competing at the same one just so they can fill shoes with other ones or whatever, right? So I think probably a couple, 2-3 of them will probably be at the first one, 2-3 will be at the second one. So.
And there are many questions about your hair transplant, Matt. Like honestly speaking, would you recommend that same doctor if somebody asks
If
you?
if I was to do it again, I would use the same fucking person. Honestly, for what they had to work with and what they molded it into to what it is now compared to what it was before, I don't have a single complaint with anything on how they treated me and the results from what they did to me in any way whatsoever. So if you're actually considering getting it done, even if you're not, somebody's consider it done, I would get them to talk to Dr. Utkan at United Care in Turkey. Honestly, they were top notch. Like, made me feel like I've known them for years just walking in the door. So, yeah.
And have you been contacted by any other big promotions? Like I think I interviewed you a few months ago, and at that time you mentioned that you were not contacted by King of the Table.
I was contacted for the last one. They had asked me to pull Pavlo, but right at the same time, like the week prior to, I was going to be pulling Jordan. So it's there's talk, but right now I don't really think I deserve to be there. I think I got to fucking reinstate myself back into the upper category before I even deserve a shot there. So that's kind of what this is part of as well, right? So if I can go and hope dominate this weekend, tomorrow or today, and then in Virginia in June, I've solidified myself back on the top, then I'm perfectly open and willing to get matches on King of the Table and everything else. And I'm sure we'll probably be talking about something. But in the meantime, I got to get my shit together first. I don't really deserve it right now as far as I'm concerned. So.
Yeah. Long Nguyen is saying in the chat that Matt need a training program from a European coach. Have you ever considered like training or at least maybe some nutrition stuff? So like to take some headache or some management away from you so that you can have more time to focus on training yourself?
Yeah, I've actually like I got a dietitian and everything that I ended up hiring. I got meal preps, I got meal plans we're working on. I got apps that control I keep track of my macros and everything else I've been concentrating on for the last couple of months. So I'm kind of getting that on par. As for like a training coach, European coach or strength training coach, no, I've considered possibly getting a strength training coach to help work with that aspect of my game, but I haven't really talked to anybody or anything. But I'm always open, willing to consider or fucking at least talk about trying anything, right?
So was weight gain a little bit more easier after hiring a nutritionist?
What's that? Sorry.
Yeah, weight gain, like you have always had difficulties when trying to gain weight. Did the
Yeah,
nutritionist
it's actually was a lot easier. Like usually, like if I was like anytime like this, if I was trying to cut to 240, it would be a breeze for me. It was a little more of a struggle this time, just because of everything that I have packed on was a lot healthier, true fucking real muscle, not fucking garbage shit, right? So I feel a lot healthier throughout the day. There's everything I'm doing, I'm just feeling better as I'm doing it, right? So feeling happier the whole 9 yards, just switching up my diet. So
Yeah, because all of the fitness YouTuber videos that I've watched out there, everyone says one thing, that there are people who will say that their metabolism is very fast, and it is true, so that they cannot gain weight. But everyone says that they are not eating enough. Maybe a normal guy can gain weight by eating 2,500 calories. Maybe the fast metabolism guy is eating 4,000, is needing 4,000 calories. So even then, he's not eating enough.
It all depends on how much time you're willing to dedicate into sitting at a table and shoving food in your mouth, right? So like when I was really trying to push hard, I'd literally spend about three hours a day just sitting at the table, just fucking eating, right? So it's it's definitely possible, but it's how committed are you willing to be for it, right? So
Yeah. Phil Woody UK is saying, Pradeep, Matt should get himself down to the Monster Factory.
yeah, he's actually asked me a couple times to compete there. It's just the timing lately just hasn't worked out. So I'm sure he'll probably end up being there sooner or later.
Okay, so like, do you have any other specific opponent in your mind that you would like to face? Like, if, when you qualify, do you have anyone in mind that you want to face as East versus West?
No, I don't really. Obviously, I don't really have anybody in mind. It's just about getting myself back there, and then whoever whoever the powers that be decide to put me up against is who I'm going to pull. So I really don't care. So it's all about enjoying the sport and having fun for me right now.
Yeah.
So
But that's for now. That's for sure going to be the in the 115 kilos category. Your opponent.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really hope he doesn't want me to cut down to 105.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you earlier, because then the match with Sergey Kalinichenko, then that can get affected just a little bit, because you may have to change weight after that once again. You'll have to
Yeah.
lose weight after that match.
Well, exactly. Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Before chatting default. Okay, Matt, thanks for your valuable time. Can you please quickly give an introduction to all of the guys with you so that the chat can give them a best of luck as well if they're competing, and I hope they are.
What's that? Sorry.
All of the guys with you traveling with you, are they also competing?
Yeah, you bet. Everybody except for Jeremy's wife, Larissa, back there. We got Sean. Sean, he's going to be competing in the super
Hello, guys.
heavyweight category. Jeremy, the poor son of a bitch, is competing in my weight category. So we're starting them off with a one-way ticket right to the fucking B side. And then we've got Dakota Shipton in the back. He's our young up and rising star there from Red Deer. So he'll be competing in the 200-pound class. So yeah. A vehicle full of piss and vinegar today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks very much for your valuable time. For this tournament, I don't think we need to wish you best of luck, but you're going to win it for sure anyways. So for the future events, we all wish you best of luck. You perform well there.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks. Hey, nothing's for sure. The only thing is for sure is nothing's for sure. So
Thanks,
all right.
brother.
Yeah, except for taxes. Those are a fucking guarantee.
Yeah.
All righty. All right.
Thanks,
Have a
brother.
good day, everybody.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. All right, guys, that was the Wild Horse Matt Mask for you, Matt. I think you can still hear me because you're still joined in this chat. Okay, DRED, how is Pork Chop doing? I think we'll ask Pork Chop. I can interview him separately. Good luck. And guys, one thing I didn't like, instead of asking questions to the guest, somebody blocked someone and the whole chat started talking about that guy. Like, why weren't you simply ignoring him? That, to me, that's kind of disrespectful towards the platform, towards the guest. Like, we have such a, one of the, probably the top 5 most famous arm wrestlers in the world. For sure, top 10. And you guys are talking about, like, fighting amongst each other, and just because somebody blocked someone for, like, deleted somebody's messages because he was spamming. I don't think that's done, bro. I didn't like that at all. I never complained about anything in the chat, but today it was bad, man. It was annoying for me. Like, I was looking for some of the good questions because I had not prepared for this interview at all. So whatever came to my mind, I kept on asking. And let me tell you, I got zero, maybe one question from the chat, maybe 2. One was a super chat and one other question I got. That was seriously disappointing, man. Seriously disappointing. It's a slippy slop. All right. I think everything is fine now. 100 people watching. Qualifier starts in 3 minutes, Timmy Turner was saying. So for now, I don't think you need to leave this chat because you'll be exiting that qualifier anyways. But I'll just let you know that Drew24, yeah, I think I can enable slow chat mode, and subs only mode. I don't think it is needed right now. Or maybe I can. I wasn't spamming, Wolf Breath is saying. But why do you guys need to, like, I saw the comments deleted. That person was typing like same comment 10 times. That deserves to be deleted. But as soon as the moderator deleted those comments, I don't think you should have repeated that same thing. What's next? Now you're stuck with me. I don't know, bro. Why you need to... Gagan is deleting all of his messages. Okay, not a problem. I'm not going to discuss that. Sorry, toddler bedtime, so I couldn't pay too much attention, Pradeep. Not a problem, Mark. Mark is a member of the channel. He's already supporting Armwrestling Insider. I was watching Matt about Ben Klassen, but you didn't ask it. I read your comment, bro. I read your comment, but I for a second, maybe less than that, I thought about asking that question to Matt, but then I remembered that I had already asked this question to Matt, and he said he doesn't really know who is competing. That's why I didn't ask your question. So don't think I'm not paying attention to the chat. I was paying attention. I think Mask needs only to improve his defense technique. BRB smoke break. Okay, what does that mean? What's your opinion on Engin's disrespect to his subscribers? Please reply. It's his channel. He can do whatever he wants. It's Engin's channel. It's Engin's channel. But yeah, I think blocking is not the right way. That's my opinion. If you don't like something, ignoring is the best way. That's what I think. Bro, you're just a drama maker. Zero. Are you talking about me? Drama news. And you're still joining, so it means you also love to watch drama. There can be no other possible reason to watch this live otherwise. Exactly, Pradeep Lagia was agreeing, yeah, with how the chat was going on today. If Matt gets that instantly back, he will be hard to stop. I think Matt is someone who can really benefit from full body compound movement, compound workouts. And I think, yeah, 105 he can get away without doing them because he will have some leverage advantages in that weight class, but not so much in the 115 division. Your mad mode banned me. But why are you still talking about that? It is not banned. How can you still comment if you're banned? He just deleted your comments. He can't have that garbage. Okay. Yep, he blocked 2 people on live with trashing them. "300 seconds timeout of removed comments is not banned." Okay. Pradeep, agree, but Gagan's defense, please note you have a bot in the chat. 2 bots have feelings too. What is happening? Sir, Jerry versus Hermes. Jerry versus Hermes Gasparini. East versus West 8. July. I think it's a good match, but Hermes Gasparini has to be the favorite. Is the Younger by Virakli interview on East versus West channel, and when? I think Engin has already done an interview with both of them. He may do an interview again. I'm not sure, but I think if I remember correctly, he has already done an interview with them. So I think I was sharing screen when Matt joined. So let me share that screen once again and we'll see what's up. So yeah, $50 for pro arm wrestlers, entry fees amateur $30 per arm. Classes men's pro amateur 170, 200, 240 and 241 plus. Women's pro 154 and 155 plus. Okay. So these are the classes, lots of prizes. Each pro win gets you a chance to win. Lots of prizes. That's a kind of a weird way to mention the prizes. Like, why wouldn't you mention the prizes here? Like, why didn't you mention lots of entry fees? I think price should be mentioned clearly. All right, so pre-registration, these are the timings. These are Eastern Standard timings, keep in mind. Amateur registration, so things start from 10 a.m. The competition starts 12:30 p.m. I think it's about 12:30 p.m. right now. And then we have pro finals, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's the time where the pro finals start, and that will be available on pay-per-view on balam.live. Okay. So there we have it. www.balam.live. East versus West Canadian Qualifier 2023 Finals Round Robin. Sunday, April 9th, 2023. 6:30 a.m. GMT starts. Okay. It starts in 6 hours, 53 minutes, 43 seconds. Get your pay-per-view for $6 US. East versus West Arm Wrestling Canadian Qualifier El Macambo, featuring Michael Constantini band. Okay. These are the videos available on the website. So if we click here, so it first needs you to sign in. All right. Pull at East versus West. Engin said everyone can do live commentary. I want live pay-per-view hangout chat reactions from host, but no info given on pins. So you have to get pay-per-views to know the result. I'm watching pay-per-view. I don't need info. When did Engin say that? No info given on pins. I don't remember Engin saying that. You are wrong, Pradeep Richard. About what? About what? I forgot because I'm behind the chat, maybe 5 minutes behind in the chat. Armwrestling news. Can you read off the competitors? What they mentioned anywhere? I don't remember. Or let me see in the. All right, all right. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. My bad. My bad. The $175 entry fees encourages only serious pros to enter, believe they have a good chance to win. $175? I've never heard of that amount of entry fees. Here it was like $50 per arm. Good now, thanks. He's on a call. Yeah, I muted for that. Good to go. Pradeep, does that make sense now what I'm saying? Okay, let me read your comment again. Once again. Engin said everyone can do live commentary. I'm saying that I want no play by play. I prefer chat, hangout, no info given on pins. I'm already watching. You don't need play by play, okay? Or you do need play by play. I want no play by play. So then what will be the live commentary for? Like then it cannot be named live commentary. If you're doing commentary, it needs to be play by play. I personally don't think that it is a good idea, and I don't even think that many people will agree with that. Bro, this is Gagan, this was like a personal, like you took it personally. You did not need to delete this comment. Tell me your mods to leave me alone. Pradeep, is Engin still mad at you? Will he invite you to East versus West? Reply, I don't know. I cannot say that for sure. Adnan, why didn't Engin start the live? I don't. Engin's live is also at same time, like 10 minutes ago, 11:30. I think it was. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly. So guys, please tell me, what do you think? Will Matt win the qualifiers? And I'm not talking about this qualifier because I think he should easily win this qualifier in Canada. Like who is there to beat him? I'm talking about the West Virginia qualifier where he will go in June after winning here. So that qualifier I'm talking about. So answer about that. Let me create a poll. Will Matt qualify and compete in East versus West? Keep in mind I'm talking about the West Virginia qualifier, not this one. So if Matt wins here, or even if he gets second place here, then he needs to go to the Virginia qualifiers and win there as well against the winners of all other qualifiers. Matt Mask versus Levan, who will win? Yeah, I think Matt will. A today. Ote, what's that? Hopefully he makes awesome epic comeback. I try to stay out of this stuff. So Matt, when he defeated, I think his last win at WL was against Hermes Gasparini, and after that he won against Krasimir Kostadinov. Other than that, he has lost all the super matches. So that is not a good record. So Matt is clearly not on a best roll, not on the best winning streak that he has ever been on. He needs to change some things up. Maybe increasing his weight is the thing to do. Maybe like he's already hired a dietitian, that may work something out for him. Some changes in training, like we mentioned earlier, full body workouts. We'll see. He's allowed. I'm great OP. People enjoy Pradeep's commentary better than Travis or Coach Ray. Travis, I'm not sure. And what about your live stream commentary? Are you allowed this time? But what do you mean? What exactly do you mean by allowed? Please clear that, brother. When did Matt face Barboza? 2018 that was. Matt need to pull a Bowen. You mean train like him? Okay, Southern US slang for okay. Okay, I got it now, got it now. Maybe famous by a show I think called Little Rascals. May the best man win. Yes, he's allowed. He needs to hit in the practice, not hold. About Matt. It's difficult because if you do I get like the way you are going to compete, you should practice that way. But if Matt starts doing that in practice, maybe people are not going to show up next day. That's the difficult thing. Is Engin allowing you? Like, where is the allowing part in this? Like, I'm not getting this. I'm free to do whatever I want. Like, so where is the allowing part in this? That's what I want to know. Yo, Pradeep, how's it going? Do you ever sleep? The time difference must be killing you. Yeah. For now, it is about 11:44 p.m. Maybe I'll need to edit. I've already recorded the Q&A video and it was interesting. So Devon convinced him. I'm curious to see how Engin will treat the live commentary guys after the event. I'm also curious to know that. William Lamb, member of the channel. Mark is also a member. You need to practice with the heavy weights. That's a good thing to do for now. Yeah, Matt, I think just by looking at him, I think he works out in the gym as well, but maybe mostly on the table. We don't know. Mostly on the table. So if you guys have just recently joined, let me remind you, Matt Mask was also in this live stream about 15 minutes ago. So we talked with him for about 15 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. I don't know the exact time. Time zones are the worst. Yeah. Where I'm living, in summers, sunset is like 4:30 a.m., 4:40 a.m. So that's really bad. Like they need to have a separate time zone for this eastern part of India. If Engin said it's okay, then he wouldn't hold any grudges, but he didn't really say it is okay. Were there levels to your members before? I don't remember seeing the levels before. Yeah, there were some levels, but I didn't really pay attention to any of them. But now I've little bit like thoughtful work into creating the levels again. Yeah, there were some levels before as well. So guys, I did train how to get big forearms and veins. You'll start seeing some veins in my arms maybe in about 4 months time from now. I think you'll start seeing them. Pradeep, could Ivan beat Akimbo? Ivan Metushenko? Bro, Ivan is like 105, 110 kilos. Akimbo is like 72 kilos. If you're talking about... Or the Ivan, 90 kg Ivan grip guy. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. There's no allowing for Pradeep. There is no ban or prohibition against live commentary since Engin repealed or backtracked on his original and I say Rash live commentaries. So yeah, he said like he was angry and then he said, okay, do whatever you guys want to do. That's how he said that. Sir, you skip all my questions. Harsh Sharma. I read one of your question early on today, so not all -1. Irakli versus Ongarbayev. I think we've talked about that match a lot. So Ongarbayev is my favorite in that match to win this match. Mazahir will beat Ivan easy. Which Ivan? Ivan Kuk. Okay, though. So the grip guy you're talking about. I don't know what his weight is. I think he's about 85 kilos. He's not really an experienced arm wrestler. Akimbo is 72, 73. Junior world champ, I think. Yeah, Akimbo may be difficult for him to deal with. Engin sounded like he just gave up on wanting people to stop live commentary, and yeah, it was kind of due because Devon took a 180-degree turn that day. If you watch that live stream, Devon took a 180 turn. Couple of days ago, I watched some of Pradeep's older interviews, and you have had some legendary interviews. And I fast forward and still having some awesome interviews. So, guys, talking about interviews, let me see if I've gotten some response or not. Okay, I'll wait for the person to read it. Then there's something private matter. I cannot mention it here until I get a reply from that person. Then we'll discuss. It is something about Zaur Pezulaev interview. I think 95 kg. So I did some training today. Pauline gave me a workout like months ago. I did it for maybe 3 weeks. Then I stopped for 3 months, and then I'm starting again. So can you guys imagine? Pauline wrote me a training program like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, 4 days split in a day, in a week, and I didn't even do that. That's how lazy and ungrateful I am to that future legend of the sport, Pauline. That's really bad. That's really bad on my part. Today I worked out for like 90 minutes. I followed the almost not the same, but increase the rep ranges and sets. By the way, the members of the channel may know what I'm talking about. I posted that in the members community post today's training. So I did volume workout today. So basically volume, it took me like 90 minutes to finish the workout, and tomorrow as well I'll be working out. So yeah, felt good. The workout felt good. Pradeep, what will be the biggest upset at East versus West? 7. Biggest upset. Gennady beating Devon may be an upset for most of the community. That I'm not saying it is going to happen, but it will be an upset. I don't see many matches that can result in upset. Georgi Zaranov, if he beats Arif Artem, that can be an upset. Toby Sisparong, if he beats Vitali, that can also be an upset. So there can be many upsets, but I'm not sure if they're going to actually happen or not. Speaking of your training, your match versus Gurpal Singh was awesome. Yeah, shared my match original. Okay, microphone got removed, I guess. So I just shared my match from 2019. So there was a lot of talking going on about me on the Reddit page. So somebody talked shit, not exactly shit, and that person was like why does Pradeep even exist on YouTube? He doesn't even arm wrestle. So that, and everyone defended me. Almost everyone defended me, and few people who went against me got like 11. Derek Smith mentioned in the chat that for money, he mentioned dollars. That's why money, and his comment got like 10-12 dislikes, downvotes. And yeah, Doug Ehrlich beating Prokopchuk will be an upset. So everybody was supporting me, the community, in the Reddit community. So I was really happy to see that. And then I made a community post on my own channel as well. And my match from 2019, that had like maybe 350, 400 views, and I just shared it in my community post, and then somebody shared it in the Reddit group as well. And then the match now has like maybe almost 3,000 views. Let me check it once again. When are you going to interview RVJ? We will see. So it has like, no, not 3,000, it has at 2,400 views. Mark Skigera just commented there about 1 hour ago. Yeah, my match. So that was the first time ever that I saw an arm wrestling table, and that was the first time ever I saw an arm wrestling strap. It's Pradeep's broken mic. Yeah, it's getting removed one again and again. Now it's okay, I guess. So first time I ever saw a strap, and by the time I slipped, like even the slip took like 15-20 seconds, and I thought I may top roll him, and I didn't even know if I had some pronation or not. But I saw that I started like this, and I slowly got hooked in that match. So I was in this offensive hook position, and the other person was like completely stretched like this, but I was not able to finish him. So I thought that he's getting tired, I may be able to finish him. But I slowly started to remember that I'm getting tired, and my arms started to open, maybe just a little bit. I felt it going, and then I stood up and pressed him, and it was the easiest, smoothest transition. Like, I felt it like really easy, and now I think that I may be doing that more in the future, at least against the amateurs like me. Bro, how to train in Ramadan? I don't know. I've never fasted in my life, probably never will. So I don't know. Derek Smith is still mad that you called him the weakest pound for pound arm wrestler of all time. Maybe that's the case. But Derek did message me after that, and he's like, "No, I was not trash talking against you. But maybe you should have clarified a little bit more than just mentioning that Pradeep is doing this for the dollars." And I don't mind saying that. I'm the one who is saying that everyone who has monetization enabled on YouTube, he's doing that for the dollars. Like, nobody uploads on YouTube if he doesn't want the money. Like, literally nobody. Even if somebody is not talking about the monetization, then they're at least selling some other product. They're selling some other product. Let's say if I'm organizing a pay-per-view, and I don't really care that much about YouTube, but still I'm uploading on YouTube so that you guys become aware of the product of my pay-per-view event and buy that product. So still, in a way, I am doing it for money. So everyone does it for money, and I've never heard Derek mention publicly that he is also doing that for money. So that's the reason I kind of didn't like that much. Fees for participating in India for arm wrestling events, different fees, but mostly I've seen like 500 rupees. So that's what, 7.5 dollars. I convinced employees at dinner that related to work to arm wrestle, and I got smoked after tens of matches. Now my arms are destroyed. After tens of matches, so you won the first 10 or what? Also, females participated. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Just after a couple of workouts. Today I did a back workout. I'm feeling good. So some arm wrestlers not supporting you. Yeah, I would guess so. Like, if everyone is supporting you, then you are probably one of the most legendary guys out there, the best guy in the world, or maybe you are way too politically correct that you want to please everyone. Maybe only then it is possible. And I'm none of these two. No, I had a lot of matches. Some I won and some I lost. Bro, Adnan, you're losing matches at your workplace? Is that what you mentioned? That's not good. That's not good. Thanks everyone. So maybe I hope the guys that you lost to were like 6'1" and 95 kilos at least. Yep, add some emoji to subscription tiers. I will do that, Ligma. I will do that. And zero members, zero new members joined. So nobody wants to become a member on Arm Wrestling News. I mean, I think that's the time to sell some memberships, because maybe you don't know how to become a member on Arm Wrestling News. That's why I'm not doing that. Let me go to that page first, and then I'll show you how to become a member. My friend, it was like 30 people. Okay. You said you won some, you lost some. I asked you if you won the first 10 matches or not. You didn't say that you did. Probably Allen versus Prokopchuk lefty. Engin already talked about this match. He already wants this match. Maybe even at this event. East versus West 7. Adnan is weak. This is saying, Pradeep, why are you not growing beard now? Because I have to shave for my job. Pradeep is the god of arm wrestling news. Thanks, tell Paul. Bayesian tutorial on how to arm wrestle at non-arm wrestling events. Yeah, just cheat the shit out of people in the setup. That's the Bayesian tutorial. Always go back, always climb high. I'm assuming that's what he said. I do remember watching that video, but I don't remember what exactly he said. Okay. Your channel, join. Yeah. The duty of a news channel is to be a watchdog of the community, shedding light on both the cool stuff and the BS. Pradeep is doing a good job with that responsibility. Some people say that why are you talking about the controversial stuff? Why are you pointing out the negative things? Why don't you talk about the positive things only? And I don't think it is the job of a news channel or a journalist guy to talk about the positives only. I think 80% of the news all over the world is talking about negative stuff only. Because when we're talking about positive stuff, we are praising that as something that has already happened, probably. Yes, you can still give some positive criticism for further improvement. But if you are praising something, which means that it is already good. And when you're talking about something negative, then maybe, yeah, something needs to be changed. And that will cause more betterment of the sport than just praising somebody's good deeds that have already happened. You see RVJ and Kader at practice. Yes, I did watch that. And Paul Lynn also practiced against Jerry in a similar hook position. RVJ and Jerry were kind of fresh. They were in a hook. But Paul looked more dominant. I need to recheck what Paul said in my live stream about how fresh they were. But Paul is looking like a beast. RVJ is also looking good, but he should have been top rolling Jerry, not fighting against him in a hook. For sure, he cannot beat Zurab in a hook. And I would assume top rolling Jerry. Like interesting question, guys. Who is difficult to top roll? Jerry Cadret or Zurab Tavbaridze? Zurab is also easy. I would assume, yeah, Jerry's wrist goes immediately, or either he gives it up immediately. So he's all really easy to top roll. But Zurab is like 95 kilos, 100 kilos. So Rebel Rouser Pradeep Adreje Kollaze. Yeah. But in that community post, I think he was mostly, and Neil was mostly talking about other YouTubers. Which can help you unlock Ultra Instinct. What is Wiz saying? Just let them pull, ignore the rules for entertainment. That is total BS, man. That is total BS. Can you just imagine? Like, there are many things that need to be changed about arm wrestling rules. But arm wrestling is the only sport. Now I'm going to talk about the foul stoppage rule. Arm wrestling is the only sport where the athletes tell the referee that they have fouled. Can you imagine that? Like how big of a flaw that is if somebody is himself pointing out to the referee that I fouled, why are you missing my foul? Just because that foul is giving him an advantage. Like a foul should not give you any advantage whatsoever. Have you ever seen in any other sport an athlete complaining about that I did a foul, please give me a foul? And the other person is saying that no, don't give him a foul. That's weird. And yeah, keep your elbow on the pad. That should be a minimum, man. If amateurs can keep their elbows on the pad, I think pros can also do that if they want to do that. And always, most of the times, the guy who's losing, he's the one doing fouls. You're doing fine, Pradeep. Never mind the haters. I don't think many people are haters. Like I get like in the latest video, I do agree in the Neil pickup video that I just uploaded, because there were many controversial videos back to back, not back to back, but many controversial stuff happening lately. Negative news brings more views. Ligma, yep, 100% correct. You're absolutely correct. But maybe not more than like some topics. Like if I can just talk about Denis Siplankov or Devon Larratt for whatever. Devon posts a video, I can talk about that photo. Devon posts a photo of himself, I can talk about that photo for 90 seconds, as most of the YouTubers like to do, and that can give like 20,000 views. But other than that kind of stuff, yeah, negative things give more views. So once again, yeah, that I absolutely hate it when somebody mentions that just let them pull, let the stronger man win, ignore the fouls. Yeah, if you are saying that please ignore the fouls on your, I think that, yeah, that's okay in my opinion. That's okay. But even if there is a rule for a stoppage after fouls, then I think it is not okay if you want the match to continue. It's totally not okay. But ignoring the rules for entertainment, you have to ignore the rules to promote the sport. That is something weird. Arm wrestling is in a dark place if we need to violate the rules to promote it. Getting restart from the losing position by a foul is a dumb rule. Yes, it is. And I also don't like the running foul rule. So there needs to be a middle ground somewhere between that. Because both of them are like bad rules in my opinion. Milestone X, if you write that comment a little bit respectfully, then I'll give my opinion. It doesn't mean you have to always agree with the opinion of the channels, but the news keeps us updated on what is happening. Yes. Some people say, why are you focusing on the controversial stuff? Yes. Today, I like most of the times, almost all of the times, I get 95% positive comments. But in the latest Neil pickup video, I I think, yeah, many of the comments were negative. So if not even the majority, but let's say if 25% people are saying that I'm focusing on wrong things, then I have to agree with it. So I will stay away for from the controversial stuff for some time, because the feedback given by you guys, by the arm wrestling community on the video where I talked about Neil pickup in the recent, so that's good feedback for me. I need to stay away from that for some time at least. So that's good. It is not like I don't like any feedback at all. I respect those comments that were criticizing me in the latest video. So guys, 1 hour, we have been already live for 1 hour. So please, before leaving, consider joining the channel as a member. I'll show you right now how to do that. If you subscribe to the channel, click on the join button, then you will see this page, standout member. It shows I selected it for $2, but in many countries it will be showing more than that, but I'll get the extra money, don't worry. So reply to comments, member shoutouts, members only polls, members only posts, as I've been doing some of that. And you can join I can create a separate live for you if I get enough members on this page. I think for now I have only 1 or 2 members here. Podcast guests, I have 2 podcast guests. I will be inviting them for live podcast in the future. Maybe the next one I'll invite them. All right, training special. This is something that I'm kind of skeptical about. So you can join here, and I'll try to connect you with some of the world elite arm wrestlers and give you some video feedback on your questions once every single week. So for now, the most popular is a standout member, podcast guest, and special standout. These are also interesting as well. All right. So thank you guys. SG Records member once again. The Drew 24, Sion, Adnan Ravash, the SG. Adnan is waiting for that membership gift. Thanks everyone. I'm ending this here. Matt Mask will be like BALAM.live, the pay-per-view, $6 pay-per-view for the Matt Mask qualifier. And the event has started on Table Monkeys. That's where you can see it. And the finals will be available on a pay-per-view. Link is in the description. Thanks. Please like the video before you leave.